And we're back. Welcome to Six of Swords Tarot. Give me 1 second. Hi, Ember. Ember wants to get on the table already. Welcome in. All right. Thank you, Philomena. So I got Julie J up first and then Philomena. We got Julie J and Philomena. If you guys give me 1 second, I actually want to burn. Where's the deck that I want to use? Perfect. It's right in the middle. Okay. I want to burn some Yerba Santa. You guys, this eclipse almost took me out. I was in rough shape on Wednesday. Come here, baby girl. You can come up here. Y'all, please don't make fun of Ember's haircut. She's looking a little... Anyway. Let's get some. I think that I'm solving... I don't know if you can hear me. 1 second. Let's burn some Yerba Santa for some positive health and well-being vibes over here. So I typically during eclipses, it's pretty common that I get sick, which is horrible. And not like a cold or like the Rona, but those are my regulars. You guys know I get migraines pretty regularly, and I think I'm kind of figuring out what is going on. And I think I have like a histamine intolerance, so I'm trying to figure all of that out. But I think the energy in the collective, it literally just got to me, brought me down. It was rough, but I am here to fight another day. And ew, I just burned part of my... Anyways, they're set on my hand. I'm sure you guys don't care. We got Julie J up first. Hi, baby girl. Welcome in, guys. Hey, Chris. All right, we got Julie J up first. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well and hanging in there. But yeah, I have to change my diet and eat low histamine foods, which will be fine. All right. Julie J sent me a few messages up here. This is donation only today. If you're called to donate, I have 3 reading options. We have a healthy list going here. We got Julie J, Philomena, and Chris. Thank you so much. All right, Julie, let's talk about this. So you want to know, how does P feel? We got some context here. Let's see. How does P feel when I get involved with guys? I sense that he gets fiercely loyal and protective of me. Does this upset him? How does he feel and view my relationship involvement with other men? Last year, he helped you dodge a sticky situation with a time waster. Can't stand. Got it. Gets me. The love I have for P is not exactly romantic. It's deeper. He's been around since I moved. He likes to check on me. He likes to see me happy and at peace. Good. That sounds like a good friend. I also keep feeling he wants to get much closer. Oops. Hold on. Let me go on my other screen over here. Oh, no momento. He wants a place in my heart and a place in my life. He wants more, much more. I keep feeling that. Okay. Well, let's take a look and see what's going on here. Julie, I hope you're doing well. I want to make sure I don't run over a cat here and move over a little bit. All right. So this is going to be an in-depth reading for Julie J. Let's get started. Archangel Michael, please protect this live stream. Spirit, please open me up to be a clear channel after taking me out with a 2-day migraine. And thank you so much. How does P feel when you get involved with guys? So what I'm going to do is I'm I'm actually going to take this down so you can see the, how does P feel when you get involved with guys? Spirit, show me the energy of P with Julie J. How does P feel? One more. How does P feel? Okay, Spirit, thank you so much. I know now I have the whole, my aunt actually sent me that. I have like the whole Hello Kitty like village now. I'm a happy little bean. Okay, King of Cups. Yeah, so there's definitely real feelings here. I feel like the other thing I saw the 8 of Cups when I dropped cards and I was shuffling, which I don't always pull jumpers, but I don't know, the 8 of Swords, it just feels like there's something where if it was this easy, why wouldn't you guys be together? So there's something that I think both of you guys are holding back to some degree here, but I do feel like there is a very deep connection here with the King of Cups. We have Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Yeah. So I definitely feel like there is genuine love for each other, whether that's just on a soul level or romantic. Okay. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. So what else do we have here? Yeah, here's the 8 of Cups. Yeah, I don't know if this is a distance thing, but it's like, if this works, so there's some type of barrier that could be distance, that could be another partner, right? What is this barrier? Thank you, newbie, so much, by the way, for being here. And no, you did not offend me with the Shenado. I chopped all my hair off, guys. And when I say that, no, I didn't shave my head. My hair is like shoulder. My hair is always super long, but I chopped it like shoulder length. And so I told newbie, and newbie was sorry, Julie. Newbie was like, anyways, I digress. We have the World here, Judgment, and yeah, the 9 of Cups. I think that there's genuine love. I think that there's genuine happiness between the two of you. So to answer your actual question, how does he feel how does he feel about you talking to other men? I do feel that there is a connection here. However, I do think that he's a little bit nervous that if you do find a new connection, or really, he wants you to be happy overall. The 9 of Cups represents happiness, wish fulfillment. He wants good things to happen to you. But with 8 of Cups in the World, there is a little bit of fear that if you move into a new connection with someone who's actually really good for you, really healthy for you, that you may not be able to still have the connection that you have with Pete. Does that make sense, Julie? What did you say? We can see it all now. Where's Augie? You know what? He just came right over here. I'm sure he'll make his way up here. Hi, baby. Come here, lover. Come here, mi amor. I don't know how long he'll stay, but he's full of it today. So yeah, 8 of Cups, the World, and Judgment. Have you guys had those conversations? 2 of Wands. Have you made plans? There's some type of barrier. And again, you don't have to tell me what that is, but it's here. But your real question is, how does he view you when it comes to other relationships? And I think it's, and I don't even think it's necessarily a jealousy thing. I think it's a natural thing that, like, if you got in a serious committed relationship, like, your relationship with other men might change, especially if you feel like a deeply loving or flirty or deep connection with this guy. Not necessarily that it's threatening, but I think you know what I'm trying to say here. 7 of Cups. I mean, you don't have to tell us, but I am curious as to why you guys just don't, get into this. All right, Spirit. Where's Augie? Calling Augie. All right. We have, yeah, Neptune in the 5th house. It's very dreamy. I feel like you guys have both daydreamed about each other. Scorpio, this is very deep. This is not surface level. This is a very intense connection, possibly even a past life connection. Augie, do you have something to say to the mic? You are very small. Okay, perfect. So, yeah. What you're feeling is real. Just to reiterate, let me know if I can do any clarification on this, because I feel like that was kind of cut and dry. So let me know. I'm going to pull some oracle for you now. Like, I wonder if you were to try this thing with them. Yeah, it is very dreamy, but with the 5th house doesn't necessarily mean that it would last forever, but there's something very appealing, alluring, and dreamy and deep about the connection with P. And so they feel it too. But yeah, I think that they feel like, once you do find your happiness, the World, Judgment, and 9 of Cups, like once you find your happiness, the connection with them may come to a close or change, which can happen. All right. Let me see if you need any other clarification here. Do you want me to pull from my romance decks, or what else do you want me to look into here with the Oracle? Because I want to give you information that's, I don't think it will end. So you want me to look more romantic? Okay, Spirit. I'm kind of called to do that, but if it's platonic, I don't know. All right, Spirit. Thank you, Augustus, for being my assistant here. Well, I will say that there are real feelings here, but there's the whole, if he wanted to, he would. So I don't know what the barrier is. If he wants it to be deeper, then what is stopping him? Why is he, what is preventing him? Is he trapped in another situation? And if he is trapped, if a man wants something, he's going to go after it, or woman, or whatever, or cat, or whatever. And so I know everyone thinks I'm a man hater over here, which I kind of am. But, if someone wants to do something, they're going to effing do it. So why isn't he going after it? And that could be this barrier thing that I'm picking up on. Spirit, show me his feelings towards Julie. Show me P's feelings towards Julie. I don't know if he is involved with another person. It says new love. So he may have a new person that he's dealing with, getting to know each other. I actually want to pull 2 more. We have flirt. Yeah, the attraction is mutual here. I want to pull a couple dark romance just for fun. Is it a distance thing? Friendship wanted to fly out. How long? So I guess my other question is, how long? Make sure you guys like the stream. It really helps out the channel. How long have you known each other? Because it doesn't sound like this is new. I pulled friendship again. Yeah, it could be a timing thing. We have timing here. Kay, thank you so. Oh, it's long distance. That's what it is. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, I think it's long distance. I think he may be involved with somebody new, like recently, or you may be involved with somebody new, like in the near future here. So very, very, very interesting here. He could be getting to know someone else as well. But yeah, he thinks that you guys are very compatible and that you get each other. You might actually have really good like moon synastry in your astrology chart. I digress. We don't have to go down that whole. Yeah, it's not new. It's long distance. Yeah. So that's the thing, like, especially with the long distance, like I know people who are long distance and they make it work. And I think it comes down to the, if you wanted to, you would kind of a thing. But it's not for everybody, right? So, excuse me, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Up next, I have Philomena, I have Chris, and then Kay. Ooh. All right. Philomena, let's do it, boo. Philomena, go ahead and post. Okay. Okay. How will work be like next week for you? I love doing your work readings. Oops, I'm in the wrong app. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to get into my PayPal. I'm going to use this for you. I haven't used that deck in a long time. Uno momento. Okay. Philomena, let's look at, and then we got Chris and Kay on deck. Welcome in, guys. And we are donation only today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Oops. Okay. Oh my God, I posted the same frickin' thing. Let's try this. I don't know that I will get a Mac again after this. Just, there we go. Okay, perfect. All right, Philomena, let's do it, girl. What will, when I go from like PC to Mac to PC to, it is really mind-boggling here. Okay. Philomena, what will work be like next week for Philomena? Oh my gosh, newbie. I love the little cutesy Halloween-y stuff. We have a little Halloween kitten. Augie has his own fabric. Literally. Say hi, baby. I can't even deal with him. Can't even deal with him. All right. Spirit. Show me Philomena's work next week. I feel like it's going to be calm, and I feel like this week is actually going to fly by compared to last week. Last week, because of the eclipse, it's funny, we have the sun here. Last week, Augie's like, I don't like these cards on me. Yeah, Six of Swords, progress being made, Queen of Wands, Six of Wands, Five of Cups, Eight of Cups, Knight of Wands, just one more Chariot here. I just wanted to peek at that for fun. We have 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck and 7 of Wands. Yeah, okay, so I see you, even if there was some drama that happened last week during the eclipse, I see you moving forward. I see you thriving here with the Sun, Six of Swords, Queen of Wands, Six of Wands. Even if there was a Five of Cups moment, meaning that maybe you were grieving something or feeling sad about something, or there was a loss of something. And this could have been, or something that was upsetting that happened at work. I see you moving on from that and thriving. So overall, you're going to be feeling, if things were a little rough or a little emotional or a little bit crazy with the people around you, I see things evening out, and you're going to actually have much more energy this coming week as well. The energy is pretty heavy in the collective. I don't know if something went down with that 10 of Wands here, but very interesting energy. I'm going to roll the Astro dice. Yeah, I'm 7 of Wands. One girl were messing with the awful. She said, yeah. And the 7 of Wands is like, I see you continuing to mind your own business though. Like, even if you told her that, I feel like you're kind of keeping to yourself. If you have like a fitness routine, this is also coming up. I feel like just in your personal life or your day-to-day routine, you might be focused on health and well-being here with some of this fire energy, or like, going to the gym or like eating clean or something. I just want to mention that here, but you're going to be feeling better than you have been. Maybe you were feeling you don't work out. Maybe it's, I don't know. There's something about well-being popping up. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And you can just apply that to general well-being, even if that's like your sleep schedule or something. Like, your energy is going to be better. You're just going to be feeling better overall. Spirit, what else for Philomena next week? Yeah, we have Sag in the first house with Neptune. I see you kind of keeping your thoughts to yourself. Sag and Neptune in the first house is, I think it's going to be a very self-focused week, and very in your own mind and very reflective here. I see you gathering thoughts, opinions, philosophies for yourself about things around you and the world at large, but you're not really sharing them. Maybe you're someone who keeps to yourself or kind of has a low profile. But even if you do, what I'm picking up from you, Philomena, even if you had like really strong beliefs, whether that be like political or whatever, like, you kind of just keep it to yourself, because it's like, I don't know. Or maybe this is just your thoughts about the workplace. So you're like, I shared what I needed to share with that chick and I'm moving on, but you are doing very well next week. I will leave that with you, but, or you're realizing that like keeping things to yourself, at least for this next week, is going to benefit you in some way. So I will leave that with you. Chris is up next. Chris BB. Boo boo. What do you want to get into? Do you want a big kahuna? Welcome in, guys. Up next, we got Chris and then Kay. Chris, we are going to use the Edgar Allan Poe for you. Let's do 2 readings. Perfection. All right, go ahead and post your first one. I'm moving along today. Came back right in time. Yeah, I'm moving pretty good. I'm not getting too distracted, which is great. Augie is here to keep me grounded. He's so funny. My good boy. Oh, my very good boy. I will not be online for, also message to my regulars. Our friend Jessica, we're doing our virtual baby shower for her tomorrow. So I will be doing free oracle readings. And then I am going to pop in like a couple, just like short readings if people really want tarot tomorrow. I'm going to do that. But yeah, I will not be online towards the end of the week next week. So just FYI, I'll try to do some readings early in the week, like on Monday. So if anyone needs a reading, just beware or be mindful of that. If you want to book a private reading, well, let me know what you want to get into. Okay, cool. Can you see why my boss, Kendall the Virgo, has been well, I mean, you got a Virgo on your hands. Let's talk about micromanaging over here. Her energy has completely changed toward me, and she's being a biatch. It's so bad the last 4 days. I applied for a new job. Okay, cool. Augie, good boy. He went and sat up in his little cat tree. Spirit, what's going on with Kendall the Virgo's energy towards Chris? Spirit, show me. What is up with Kendall's energy? Why is Kendall micromanaging? Why is Kendall micromanaging? She's trying. This is a power move. I also feel like, I don't know if she's getting pressure from like her leadership, but I feel like she has something to prove, or maybe she wants people to view her in a certain way. I don't necessarily think that this is personal, but I do think that you feel singled out here. Her making these judgment calls and doing this is very like, I kind of feel like she's a little bit on a power trip here. And I think that she also wants, ooh, okay, thank you, Spirit. Hold on one second. Thank you so much. Chris, is this true? Does she want to take credit for the work that you've been doing? Because I feel like she wants to be seen as the star. And so here's what I'm picking up on. I think that you've done a lot of grunt work and a lot of work to make wherever you are a successful place. And now that there are eyes on this here with the star, she's coming in to make it seem like she's kind of a hard ass. In turn, where if people view her and see what she's doing, especially if she's doing this in front of other people, it will kind of feel like she would be getting the credit because she's directing you. Does that make sense? Spirit, let me see what else here. Yeah, we have the Chariot. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Hermit, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So things have definitely taken a change here. I do think that she's getting pressure from higher ups that she's not communicating with you. I think that she wants to keep things, she wants to keep pushing, but she doesn't realize that this is not the right approach. She has changed up recently. I also feel like she has some personal stuff going on here with the Three of Swords. She feels very alone. And I think part of her coping with whatever else is going on is her micromanaging here to feel like she can actually control something. So not necessarily personal, but if she's trying to take credit for what you're doing, that sucks. And yeah, I think that, I mean, you've kind of been questioning things for a while, if you should stay, if you should go. And I feel like, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's not a bad idea for you to start looking. I don't see anything negative necessarily happening here with her, but, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, I think it's fair for you to want to see what else is out there. We have the Two of Cups. I think that at one point you guys were very close. I wouldn't tell her what you're up to either. The Seven of Wands, I think that she is going to be a little bit surprised. I think you want to leave at some point. And I think when you do finally move on, she might be a little bit surprised. So keep that close to the chest. Don't tell other people that you're looking. And then, leave on good terms and just, kind of fade off into the distance. That's my recommendation for you, entertainment purposes only. I actually feel like you would be successful in finding another job as well. We have Aries, 9th house, and the moon. Aries, 9th house, and the moon. So now is a really good time to take a deep breath and be patient. And even though you may feel like with Aries energy is the first sign of the zodiac, it's fire, it wants to move, it is not a patient sign, okay? And with Mars stationing retrograde right now in the sky, things are feeling sensitive, and it's kind of squaring some of this energy, sorry. And so emotionally, you're like, oh my God, this is so bad. I want to get out of here. But if you look at the big picture, ninth house, play the long game. And even though things suck right now, I think that you'll be able to get through it. Find a job that you really want. Like pick something. Don't make a big decision based on a temporary feeling. Even though if it's been bad this week, we had a really intense eclipse going on. Okay. So, and I don't think, and it's funny because I wasn't expecting it. Sometimes I don't expect things until I feel it. And I'm like, oh shit. Because a lot of the forecasts that I was watching and studying the transit, let me rephrase this. I didn't study the transit a whole lot. But when I was listening to other people's take on it, and what happened, I was like, this is, and maybe it just hit my chart in a certain way where it was like really intense for me. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. Don't make any rash decisions here. I think you should look for a job, find something that you want, and know that this is temporary. Let me see what else we have here for you. Spirit, show me what's going on. I've been on for 30 minutes. Can I take like a 1 minute hiatus after this reading? Thank you so much. We have closure. I do think you are going to move on from this job. Just make sure you find something that you feel good about that's a good fit. Maybe you need to set some boundaries with her and just say, hey, girl, like what is going on with you? Have you tried to talk to her? Especially if you used to be friendly, like, girl, like what is going on? Like, you know that I'm going to do what we need to do. Like, what's the deal? And we have psychic abilities. I will also say really, really trust your gut when it comes to her now. And if she's starting to act a little bit like out of pocket or different, trust the vibes as you're feeling them, especially with that, moon energy. Like I know that many, many, many people would disagree with me, but I am someone who does believe that your feelings are facts, depending how intuitive you are. And that's why people don't like Scorpios. Okay. What else do we have for you? Step out of your comfort zone. Maybe ask her, like, are you okay? Approach her so you may be feeling very like defensive, and maybe it'd be like, hey girl, like are you good? Like what's going on? And see, I don't know if you feel comfortable approaching her like that, but very interesting here. Your commitment is being tested, and we have time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So here's what I'll say. Sometimes during eclipse season, there are catalysts for change. So there could be something that is kind of forcing you. I do feel like this job, I don't think it's a bad situation. I do think it once was a comfortable place to be, but now that's kind of shifting for you. And because you were already questioning things, I don't think it's bad that you're looking for a new gig here. I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Go ahead and post your next question. I will be right back. One moment. Hydration check. Kings and queens. We got Chris, and then we got Kay. If you guys are called to donate, let me know. Cheers. Okay, next question. Can you see if I will hear from Anne regarding the sales opportunity? Okay, cool. Ooh. Can you see if I will hear from Anne regarding the sales opportunity? You took your advice. I'm trying to create my own future. I applied and messaged her. Awesome. I'm nervous because it's our sister brand and my Virgo boss might find out. Do you have like a non-compete? Also, those are really hard to freaking, what is the word that I'm looking for here? Sorry, my brain is my brain is still getting back up to speed from my migraine situation and lack of sleep. They're kind of hard to enforce, so I wouldn't necessarily be too worried about that. But let's see. Can you see if I will hear from Anne regarding the sales opportunity? Spirit, show me the energy of Anne reaching out to Okay. Here we go. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I do think that she's going to reach out to you. I really want you to be patient though, Chris, because I feel like this is going to take a little bit of time. This may take a little bit longer than you want it to, but with the way the job market is right now, it's worth it. Yeah, we have 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles here. Why am I saying that? Because I have the moon here right off of the jump, but the rest of the cards are actually pretty positive in my opinion. Yeah, I think right now you are going through a period of confusion, and that period of confusion, just that Wheel of Fortune is still turning from your last reading. And I do feel like you are going to step away from that other job. I think that you're over it, and I think you're pretty much done. Here is you, the 3 of Wands, ships coming in, the 2 of Cups, making plans. I think that this is something that you and Anne are going to need to talk about. 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands, Page of Swords. The Hierophant can also represent a change in organization. Okay. So even if Anne does find out, I don't know what type of like ramifications there would be unless you had some type of like non-compete, but I don't really know that they would enforce that. So I would look into that and see if that's something that, hold on one second. If that's something that would even be valid. But yeah, she's going to reach out to you. Just to reiterate, I think there might be a couple people that she's interviewing. And I do think she'll extend an offer to you, but the timing is just going to be a little bit longer and annoying. Did I roll these dice yet? I don't think I did. And here, that's the thing. Don't tell anybody anything about this. And I think that's why, because you were like, I'm a little bit nervous. Just kind of keep to yourself right now and focus. I want you to focus and visualize on what it is that you do want and what it is that you do want here. We have I need to take that advice myself right now with what I'm working on. Yeah, we have Jupiter in the 6th house with Sag, and the 6th house can be our day-to-day work environment, Sag and Jupiter. So I see more money coming your way. I see expansion. I see growth. I actually even see some more freedom here, and being able to like grow, because I feel like in your current position, you feel like you're not going to be able to grow. Okay. Spirit, what other advice do we have for Chris in this situation? Spirit, welcome in, guys. Make sure that you like and subscribe. We're doing donation only today. This is one of my favorite cards. Open to infinite possibility. We have freedom. Oh man, I've been watching this horse show. I love horses, but I don't necessarily like riding them. Like I like petting them and feeding them. And actually there's a post with a horse on my thing. I'm a little too afraid of like, they're like really high up, right? And I don't want to like break a hip, but I love horses. Freedom is yours. And then we have see the big picture. Yes. And that's what Jupiter is all about. And Sag energy, seeing the big picture, right? If you could, if you can zoom out a year, what do you want it to look like? Don't get so, and you actually, no shade Aries, because I know you're an Aries. That last astro dice that I rolled in your previous reading with that Aries that came up, don't get so tunnel vision and caught up in the short term. My biggest advice for you is to look out 6 months, a year from now, which I know is hard for Aries to do, and see the big picture, because you may want like some instant gratification now. But this is going to be worth the wait. It's going to be worth the wait. And the other thing I will tell you, even if like, let's say Anne has a couple different positions and she doesn't pick you for the first one, I feel like she might pick you for the second one. So I want you to keep an open mind about all this. Michelle, welcome in. Thanks so much. All right, Kay is on deck. Kay, you can go ahead and post your question, and we're going to wrap up. Chris, let me know if you need any other clarification. Moon water, harmonize with self-care. This will aid in the manifestation of your desires. Yes, and with that moon energy, maybe your emotions, maybe things are just kind of heightened right now. We have blue heron. Oh, I have blue herons where I live. Take action when the opportunity presents itself. So, if she reaches out to you, make time to meet with her, call her, all of that good stuff. We have coral reef. You are the roots which provide nourishment for others to grow. Yes. And one of my favorite quotes is like, we rise by lifting others. And so if you take that along with you in your professional career, which I think that you're somebody who does, I don't think that you're a jerk that's like stepping on people's necks to get ahead. I don't think that your Virgo boss is like that. And even if it that Jupiter energy, seeing the big picture, even if it takes you a little bit longer, sometimes doing the right thing is worth it, because it could pay off for you later down the road with bigger dividends, if that makes sense. Very interesting. All right, Kay is up next. Here is my list. Thumbs up for newbie. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and just always freaking keeping my list going and being a real one. If you're new, welcome in. All right. All right, let's see what you want to get into. I'm making pretty good timing. Max, I just missed your call. I'm sorry. I was going to text you. I love the ghost emojis. Yes. I knew I spelled something wrong. Like amd sub. Oh, man. Yes, tomorrow we're having Jessica's virtual baby shower at 2 p.m. Eastern. Chris, thank you so much. Chris will be after Michelle. Is JC trustworthy? Let's take a look. You know what? I've been waiting for the right freaking question to use this deck. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. All right, Spirit. We're going to get into it with one of my favorite decks of all time that I just covet it a little too much. I don't get to use it. I feel like it has to be really the right question for this deck because it's very special. Okay. But that's a good question for it. All right. Is JC trustworthy? Oh my God. My frickin'. Let me go into my email. My PayPal just kicked me out. Okay, cool. Spirit's like, don't even shuffle anymore. All right. Is JC trustworthy? So the first thing that's coming to my mind right now, and I know I haven't been like tapping in to give intuitive reads as much today, which is another reason why I'm going much faster. But Spirit has been, when I need to, though, Spirit's been like, hold on, stop. Which is funny. So I want you to ask yourself why you're asking this question, because I feel like something doesn't feel right now with this person. Okay. Spirit, show me, is JC trustworthy? Is JC trustworthy? What I am seeing with this person, this is what I'm seeing with this person. I feel like there's something, can I just keep it 100 with you and super real? It's not as bad as I'm lining this up to sound. Good. And the good news, I mean, I don't have like lying, cheating, stealing, but what I do have is something else that I don't necessarily love. The 7 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords is energy that doesn't really lead anywhere. It's potential, but it's not anything that's this is someone who's like all talk and no action. Like, yes, we're going to do this. Yes, I want to, plan this thing and do this thing, but it's like, it's kind of all talk and no action. And so are they trustworthy? I think when it comes to certain moral things, but I do think this person has a tendency to blow smoke. What do I mean by that? This person could say one thing and do another, or say one thing and then forget about it and then kind of kick the can down the line. Like, I don't think this person is necessarily going to murder their next door neighbor, but I also don't think this person isn't very transparent. They don't like to necessarily commit to concrete things. And they could have a little bit of like air or fire in their chart. There's also a history of struggle love with this person. I don't know if you know what that is, but someone who kind of romanticizes or who has been part of difficult relationships in the past. And here's the thing about you, Kay, that my concern for you is, look at this. You are this beautiful high priestess vampire, right? At least you are for this reading. This little vampire over here. But no, you are the high priestess. You are a gem. You are the creme de la creme, real deal when it comes to a woman who should be adored. And if this person is blowing smoke up your ass and kicking the can down the line and you're not seeing any tangible action, it's not necessarily that they're like lying, cheating, and stealing, but it's almost like I feel like this person is like perpetuating, like just kicking the can down the road. Whether this is to like keep you from dating other people or whatever the case may be. So my advice to you is, I would look to see some real concrete actions over words from this person. I don't necessarily think they're a bad person, right? And I could have worse cards on the table. But when it comes to, I also think this person is very avoidant. So sometimes it can be hard to get a complete answer out of them. Or like when the time comes for you guys to have a real serious conversation, things kind of go in another direction. You said right. Yeah, Temperance. How bad do you guys want to heal it? I think this person is attracted to you. I'm just gonna say this to you, babe. I gotta tell you, I think you might be a little bit out of this guy's league, meaning that you are super hot stuff here as this high priestess. I think you're probably the hottest, baddest bitch this guy has ever dated, to be quite honest with you. I just gotta say that. Yeah, I know people read Seven of Pentacles differently. I read it the way I've always read it, especially with this Four of Swords. I feel like this is just blowing smoke up your ass, kicking the can down the line, and it's like, are we there yet? Are we getting there? Are we getting there? Yeah. And you said, but I love him, and that's so. It's a little bit of a tale of struggle, love, and it's not even the worst case scenario. It's not like Ratchet or like worst case scenario, but there is a bit of a, I think that he kind of likes the storyline here. However that resonates for you. Entertainment purposes only. That's what I'm picking up on. Okay. Gee, so good to see you. Thank you so much. All right. So yeah, do I think he's a liar per se? I think that he is someone who, I think that he doesn't exactly know. I don't think he has a very strong sense of self, or he may feel insecure. And when men feel that way and they're not grounded or rooted to anything very strongly, or they feel insecure about something, that's when they, I'm going to roll the Astro dice for you. I'm not trying to hate on him. Like I promise you, I'm just trying to deliver this message. But I'm trying to kind of explain why he might do this behavior. But I think he has a long history of it, because it can get very frustrating to the point where you're like, are you just blowing smoke? Are you just like full of it? Like, what's going on here? And if you're someone who wants straight answers, I think you deserve straight answers. And I don't know that he can give that to you right now. We have third house, communication, Venus, and Sag. Lots of talk and little action is what I'm seeing here. Talking about how hot you are, talking about how much they love you, talking about plans for the future, Sag, but little action is what I'm seeing. I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Thank you. Sorry, I know that was a little rough delivery, but I'm always rooting for you, girl. And up next, we have Michelle. Michelle, go ahead and post, babe. And then we got, after Michelle, we got Chris for one more, and then we have G. Thank you. Michelle, I'm going to use Hidden Realm for you, I think. No worries. Okay, cool. I'm feeling better today. I think I figured out like what's going on with what's triggering my migraines and everything. So I think I'm having like a histamine intolerance. Anyways, I won't go into all of that, but I'm trying to get that sorted out. But I'm feeling better than I have been, but I just didn't get to sleep a ton, but the show must go on. General message for near future from my guides and angels, Michelle, Chris, and G. Newbie, thank you so much. Ooh. We have a lot of Eight of Swords business today. The moon's come out a couple times too. But yeah, thanks for asking, G. Give me 1 second. My my PayPal is giving me some grief here. Okay, cool. Michelle wants an in-depth reading. General messages for the near future. From your guides, Spirit. General messages for the near future. Wow, look at that. We have the Empress, same position as the previous reading. Interesting. 8 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. Really bright energy here. That 10 of Wands is so sad. The 2 of Swords. 4 of Swords. Magician. And 2 of Pentacles. There's a lot going on, Michelle. There's a lot going on. You're wearing a lot of hats. You're juggling a lot of stuff in the air right now. I hate to be this cliche, but I don't think that you're going to be handed something that you can't handle, even if the pressure feels really, really high right now. You're a bad bitch at the end of the day. There may be some conflict around you and within you. There may be some heavy pressure on you right now. You may be feeling like you're forced to. You're like, why am I the only one who has to deal with this? Or why am I the only one who has to make these tough decisions? Things at work, I feel like, might be heating up where there's either conflict or pressure in the workplace as well. My recommendation for you with this 4 of Swords, if you can take some time off of work or take a break, even if you just like, take a day or two and just like stay home. You don't have to go anywhere. I feel like that will be very helpful for you to kind of balance things out. You will get your bearings back. I think that you were hit really hard by this eclipse too. That's what this energy looks like to me. So what's a message from your guides for the near future? Let me tap in really quickly too. Sorry. And I'm just I know I can say this to you guys. My brain, because of everything, because I wasn't feeling well this week, Spirit's being kind of interesting with the way they're delivering. Anyways, they just showed me a dove, which I have a deck that has a dove in it. So I'm going to see if I pull that. That'd be really interesting. There is going to be peace for you in the near future. If you're struggling with something, this too shall pass. You may also want to look at the dove spirit animal totem, or a dove like animal speak because that's what the first thing that I saw that came in for me. This situation will transform here. I think that you just need some rest and healing, to be quite honest with you, and you'll feel a lot better. You will be able to turn this around, magician energy. I mean, here's the thing. And I actually really, really, really resonate with this reading because I got really wiped out this week too, just mentally, emotionally, physically, everything. With the Empress and the Magician, this is your energy. You said I cried all last night. Listen to me, my friend. I've had a rough few days and nights. You as well. You will get through this, and you can get through anything. Things just feel really heightened right now, but it's not. This is only temporary. This isn't going to last for long. And this is because I think that you're a very, very sensitive person who is very sensitive to these planetary shifts. Maybe you have, I don't know what house it's in, and it didn't even necessarily, I don't know. I guess I need to have someone look at my chart soon, but like, I felt this like a ton of bricks too. And so here's the thing. Your feelings are valid. Feel it, move through it. Today will pass. Don't try to shove it away. Like, cry it out and move through it. And you are allowed to have feelings. Maybe when you were growing up like me, you were told to not be emotional, not have feelings, not feel it, just move on. Like, you weren't a child slave here. I don't know, I don't know if you were or not, but that's what this 10 of Wands is. It's this poor child who, there also may be some childhood trauma stuff that you're also sorting out, dealing with, and processing as well, coupled with this eclipse energy. So it's like you have all of this responsibility on your back. There's drama going on over here. You're trying to heal through whatever else is going on. You might be pushed and forced to be making some decisions right now. But what you really need to do is sleep and take a moment to just take care of yourself. This will pass. And, with what Neptune and some of the energy in Pisces right now, this can be a time of, in my opinion, for those who are very sensitive, is Neptune, hold on. Indulge me for a second. Let me look this up. I still think, is Neptune at 29 degrees Pisces, which is a critical degree. It's not a fixed sign, but 29 typically is a critical degree. So we have Pluto retrograde at 29 degrees. Yes. And then Pisces is 28 degrees retrograde. In Neptune, which can cause people to, it's horrible for people with addiction, is what I'm trying to get out of my mouth. So anyone who deals with addictions or diving into escapism to escape, but I think that you're someone who handles things head on. And even if you need to take a break and like sleep it off and rest and come back to it, you will come back and you will thrive, because I feel like you're a fighter. I feel like you're a survivor. And part of this is just your healing journey. This too shall pass. And with that dove energy, I do see peace returning into your life. 6 of Cups energy. I do think that there may be some subconscious or even conscious childhood trauma things that you're healing from with the 6 of Cups. And this 10 of Wands is just heartbreaking, to be quite honest. And we have Justice here. Things are going to balance out even before Libra season is over. Even before, I would say, in the next couple of weeks, things are going to balance out and you'll be able to breathe again. You will get through this. And you being emotional and crying this out, I actually feel like is a very good and healing thing for you, to be quite honest. Sixth house, Libra. Yeah, your day-to-day is going to balance out. We have Saturn. Maybe you're struggling to find a routine. Don't be too hard on yourself right now. If you're trying to set goals, especially with, Neptune retrograde at, like I've been, again, I just really resonate with this reading myself. But yeah, I've been struggling to set some day-to-day, like I need to do this at this time and I need to be blah, 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 because that's how my brain works. But when you're so hard on yourself and so Saturn all the time, allow yourself to kind of ease into a new routine if that is a goal for yourself. Okay. And I feel like you'll be able to find something balanced, a routine that is balanced for you, that's not as maybe restrictive, but still serious in nature, that it actually works for you. Justice. Okay. But don't beat yourself up for not getting it perfect the first time, Michelle. There's a bird. Canary spirit, sing your own song. You are a unique person. Do not compare yourself to other people either at this time. We have time to collaborate, and we have open to infinite possibilities. Can I just pull from this whole deck, actually? Slow and steady wins the race. Try not to rush into anything drastic because of how you're feeling right now, because of this eclipse energy. Act as if that is exactly what the magician does to manifest. Let me know if you need any clarification here. And then we have watch your words. One of the big things that came up for me during the eclipse was fear. And I think, because I want to pull one more. I didn't really mean to pull all of those because you wanted a message from your guides and angels. Let me pull one more message for you. You're going to move through this fear energy. You've come a long way. Look at all the things that you've tackled. I also feel like I just really resonate with this reading. I feel like you've tackled a lot of stuff just like on your own by yourself. Stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So that's the message from your angels here. There is something positive in the future around the corner for you. I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Thank you, Michelle. I'm sorry this eclipse kicked your ass too, but yeah, I said it almost took me. It did take me out. It took me out for like 2 days. It's rough. Yeah, it was rough for me. But all we can do is keep moving. And one of the things I think about, because everyone wants to talk about how bad the economy is and the job market and the housing market and all of this stuff, right? Which and wars that are going on, and that can induce a lot of fear. But one of the things I've been thinking about, or I'm trying to, because that was something that was really getting to me, is that we're all in this together, right? Like we're all experiencing this as a collective, unless you're, a Kardashian or something like that. But for the vast majority of us, we're pretty much all in this together. So, all right, Chris is my next victim. Chris, go ahead and post, babe. Welcome in, guys. I have a little bit of energy left. We'll keep going for a little bit. I got Chris and then G. Ooh, snap. All right, switching gears. Chris, your energy, you're so funny. When I sit in your energy, you make me, I feel like you're, do you like to like make jokes and joke around? I feel like you're a funny person. All right. Do you see her being successful in doing so? What if I take her? I mean, you said, yeah, I love jokes. You have a very light and funny energy to me, which for whatever reason, I don't know if you just looked at something funny, but you just make me want to like giggle right now, which is good. The vibration is high. I needed that in my, okay, cool. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Do you see her being successful in doing so? Did you just drink a bunch of coffee or something? I don't know. You just make me want to laugh right now. We have Temperance. Spirit, show me the Virgo energy. Is she going to be successful in taking credit for his work? You got the Wheel of Fortune again. 8 of Swords. She's gonna try. She's gonna say, oh, look, this is my, the location that I work, and look how well it's doing, and it's all because of my direction. Here I am, taking, but the Fool is Aries energy, which is really you. I think that you had a lot of impact and positive changes. I also feel like she's Star. Welcome in. I also feel like you've been thinking about it for the last 10 minutes. Well, that makes sense. The 3 of Cups. I feel like she's a little gossipy. So I would really keep to yourself right now. I feel like when she's, so I don't think I don't want to get it twisted. I want to get it straight, right? I don't think that she is necessarily putting you down. I just think she wants credit for your success. So it's not like she's painting you in a bad light. So when I say that she's gossiping, I actually don't even feel like it's necessarily anything about you. I do feel like she thinks that tea is interesting. I would be careful what you tell her, but she wants to open new opportunities for herself and move forward. All she really cares about is herself, but I don't think that she is putting you down. I think you're caught in her web and her crossfire. She wants more glory and more power, and that's what this is about. Is she going to be successful? We have the King of Swords. I do think that people are going to listen to her, because unless people actually see what she's doing, the King of Swords is an effective communicator. Like, look how great I'm doing. This is all because of my direction. And people might believe her, which is another reason why you might want to leave. Chariot and 3 of Wands. I do think that, and again, it's not because she's putting you down. She's just taking credit for what you're doing, which still absolutely freaking sucks. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think she's out there like saying like, oh my God, Chris this, Chris that. Because why? Because she needs you. She needs you because you're the one doing all the work, right? She's not going to trash you. She needs you. You're you're her beard in this whole pretty much situation. She's like, oh yeah, look how great this is. It's all because of my direction. Look at all the work we've done, when you have literally been running circles around and making it all happen. What's going on with the Boss? 6th house, Virgo, Mercury. Yes, talk. Mercury, Virgo, 6th house. Look what I'm doing every single day. Look at this hard work that I'm doing every single day. And so how is that going to make you feel? It's going to make you feel trapped because you're like, I'm getting paid. I'm doing this job that is actually fine, but this boss is getting all the glory and it's not fair. So I think that's going to kind of push you to get out of there. Let me see what else I have for you. Up next, we have G. If you guys are called to donate, let me know. I'll probably do last call after this one. I've been on for over an hour now. We have Rapture. So this card kind of has to do a little bit with like romance, but I feel like this is karma. I thought about doing less work while I look for, that's fine. Do what you need to do. The Wastelands, slow down, tend to your garden. Absolutely. Sustainability. I feel like you don't think it's sustainable because it's like, if you're doing all this work and someone else is going to get the glory, then I think that what you're learning, you are in a phase of life where you're learning to say no. And I actually told my boss, my other job that I have, earlier this year, someone was trying to do this with me. They were trying to use my mind, my knowledge, my expertise for their, so that they would get the glory for something. And I took a risk and I just said, I'm not going to be a part of this. I want nothing to do with this. And everything was fine. Everything worked out in my favor. But I don't know, in a situation that you're in, yeah, slow down, tend to your garden. Not that you necessarily need to say no, but like know where your boundary is. The breathing, heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. Things are going to get better, but yeah, just maybe take some time off, slow down, do what you need to do. Because if she's not putting any work in, I'm going to pull some more advice for you as well. You don't need to be spinning your wheels. People like that, as a Capricorn rising, people who do that make me absolutely disgusted. When people try to steal work from other people, ugh. Get a freaking life. Sometimes I feel like, wouldn't you rather, like, and people who are scammers and stuff, it's like, if you put that much energy into just actually doing the work, like, I don't know. I think it just all comes down to the moral compass at the end of the day. Logic and evaluation. I do think you're going to be logical about it. I don't think that don't do anything to put yourself, I think that you're a logical kind of guy. I don't think you're going to put yourself in harm's way. A new beginning. Have courage to open a new door. I definitely think you are. And we have freedom here. So yeah, maybe if she's moving different, you can move different too. I will leave that with you and Spirit's blessing. Up next, we have G. G, go ahead and post your question. G, I think I'm going to use the pastel deck for you. I feel like this is my boy deck. I feel like I like to read for men with this. All right. Last call. G, I want to do something cool with your oracle. I'm going to pull, thank you, Chris. I'm going to pull different stuff for you. Last call for donations, guys. I'm going to grab all of these freaking decks on my bottom shelf that I haven't grabbed in a minute. And we're going to use these for G. All right. What does the higher realm want to bring through for G? They took me right to your throat chakra, and they're saying that you have been quiet for long enough, and now you can start speaking about something. The Festival of the Mother Goddess. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, so I think that right now I feel like you're being given a green light. You're being given permission by your guides to more authentically share with other people like who you really are. Because I feel like you've been holding back, or maybe you've just been very to yourself and quiet lately. We have Judgment. Ooh, wow, we have the Empress here. Lots of many. I'm not surprised with the Wheel of Fortunes today because of the eclipse. All right, guys, readings are now closed. Thank you so much. The Four of Pentacles, yeah. Spirit wants you to thrive and expand and grow. And I mean, you're a freaking Leo at the end of the day, my friend. And I feel like you have felt very restricted and held back. And not that you need to be like some crazy extrovert, like, you know, sharing all of your information and thoughts and ideas, but I just feel like I want you to take a chance at expressing yourself, maybe even just with someone. I feel like I have to say, Star, welcome. Thank you so much. All right, Star is going to be added to the list. The other thing I see here is you may feel very moody. I feel like, no worries, Star, you post whenever you get here. With the Moon, Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, you're like, I don't think people really, I'm so much like this. I don't know that people deserve to know how I feel about something. I don't know that I really want to share myself with people, because when I share myself with people, I am just rejected. So why bother? It's better to stay to myself. I wouldn't be surprised if you had a major retrograde in your chart, because as someone who has a few, particularly my Mercury station, Venus retrograde, you could have like Mercury or Venus retrograde in your chart, maybe, whether it's Vedic or tropical, whatever. I just feel like if you authentically open up and share with one person, I feel like you're going to be surprised. And that, because I feel like you really, really hold yourself back because you assume that your people are going to reject you, or they don't want to hear what you have to say. I grew up in I don't mean to be dumping my childhood trauma all over these readings today, but I grew up in an environment where, like, if I spoke, I was harassed, made fun of, just absolutely ridiculed. And as a child, I became very quiet because there really wasn't a point in trying to express myself in any way, right? And I think that because you are an independent and individual thinker, and because of maybe you think differently than a lot of people around you, you're afraid that there is something. I don't think that you're very trusting of other people. But that's not a bad thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing. 6 of Cups, I think there is some childhood healing happening as well. There could be some trauma healing happening during the eclipse for you as well, which came up, I think, in Michelle's reading too, which is probably why I'm talking about this. We have death and transformation, and we have the 4 of Swords. You may need to take some time and rest if you're feeling if you still like you feel need to rest right now, that's probably not a bad thing. I'm going to type in here. I don't want to say it because I don't want the channel to get flagged. Okay, I just typed a thing in there for you, G. I think, yeah, you're healing from, I'll just say that I think that you're healing from pain that could have happened in childhood, and I'll just leave it there. And it's not limited to that, but that's a good, like, in the West, I think a lot of people, it's much, much more than that. We have freedom. We have activation. Transformation and change. You're changing on a lot of levels here with this death energy. And so I think what this is, I think that you're healing. I'm sorry, but I feel like my reading hasn't been very clear, so I apologize. My head is a little wonky right now, but I want to get very clear with this. I think that the message for you right now is that you are healing from having to hold yourself back so much, because whether it be fear or whether it be bullying or whether, I don't know, it just, you don't feel like you're, yeah. No, you get it. You understand, right? And so I think that you are changing, and part of that changing has to do with your healing here. And some of this could have been activated by the eclipse. So maybe when you're going to this festival, you're seeing some things that could be triggering for you because it's eclipse time. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to pull a cat for you and read this. And then Star is up next. Let me flip this so I can't see the cat. because then I'll be tempted. I'm surprised. Oh no, Augie's he's asleep. He kept me up all night. All right. The artist. Aw, look how cute she is. She looks a little feisty. I can't say her name. Calliope. She paints the sky with pastel rainbows, sketching a crescent moon for everyone to enjoy. She draws a delicate cape of glistening stardust over her fur. Let her be your muse. See the world with the eyes of an artist. Notice patches of sky flicker and flash between the leaves. Notice the shiny emerald shell of a beetle or the texture of a river stone. So maybe during this festival that you're going to, maybe you just want to focus on the Venus energy, meaning like the beauty, the goddess, the mother energy, and what connects us all together, right? The beauty. Perhaps you feel inspired to be playful with your clothing, prepare an artful meal, pen some poetry, trace your feelings with your body through dance. Art is for you. Let go of all judgments and set your imagination free. I have a few more messages from the higher realm. For G, Peridot, life lessons. You can break free from recurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessing they contain. Like Augie. I know, it does look like Augie. And forgiveness heals. Take time to release repressed anger. Yeah, I feel like there's repressed anger. Definitely. And it's blocking your health and happiness. And this can even be forgiving yourself for maybe, I feel like this is healing your childhood self, healing that little child within, and for maybe having some of the coping mechanisms that you had. I don't know if that resonates for you, but that's what's coming through here. Did I roll the Astro dice? I'll roll them. Star, go ahead and post. All right, we are now closed. Aries, freaking Neptune. Aries, Neptune, in the 6th house. I want you to romanticize the beauty with this Aries and Neptune in the 6th house, especially if this is like a multiple day festival. The 6th house is like your day to day. Just really enjoy the beauty and just take it all in and let it inspire you. Just like this little kitten says. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Thank you so much, G. I appreciate you. All right, Star, it's been a minute since I've read for you. And we're having Jessica's baby shower, virtual baby shower tomorrow. So make sure you guys stick around for that. All right, Star. Let's get into it. Star is my last victim of the day. We are now closed. My math is way off. You're fine, girl. No, I changed my prices like last year or the beginning. I can't remember. Or the beginning of the year. I haven't even looked, to be quite honest. I don't even know what you sent me. So I'm going to use this feels like a good star deck. Yeah, go ahead and post. And I'll be doing little readings tomorrow too. If anyone wants a reading during Jessica's little party. So love the question. Point blank. Yes, we're going to be doing a little virtual situation. Star. Okay, girl, let's get into it. Is the hotel, this is a perfect question to end on, neutral It's not too deep. I see. You're totally fine, girl. Is the hotel a good position for me? Is the hotel a good position for me? Spirit, show me the energy in the cards. Is the hotel a good position for Star? I'm going to ask you a weird question. Are you going to have to work like overnight or like night shift, or is this a day shift? Because I feel like there's something about this work that is exhausting. And I'm not really sure why. I do feel like the money is appealing. I feel like the money is appealing, but you might be sacrificing something if you take this job, or maybe that's not apparent to you yet. I do think that you're desiring, you said long hours. Got it. Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I would go through the process, and I think that the money is very appealing. It's a lot of money. Yes. Queen of Pentacles, it sure is. The Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands tell me that you're going to be working your ass off. But the World and Seven of Pentacles, like, you're really desiring this new change, but there are going to be sacrifices that you make when you take this job. So just know that going in. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe you have some goals that you set for yourself, and this money is really going to help you out. That's great, right? But know that there's something very different about this job that is it's going to change your lifestyle. We'll just put it that way. And I don't necessarily mean yeah, sure, financially, but I mean like, you are not going to have as much free time as you have now, or as much flexibility as you have now. Top of the deck, Six of Cups. And yeah, it's a hell of a lot more money. So I do think it's a good position for you. For now, it might be a good stepping stone to get you to something better. I don't know that you're going to absolutely love the environment. Even if it is entertainment purposes only, I could be wrong, but yeah, I mean, it sounds amazing. Spa, golf course, resort, blah, blah, blah. But there's something, and maybe it's just the long hours that you're feeling a little bit exhausted. But I do feel like, in regard to being on your resume and using this as a stepping stone, I do think it's going to be a good job for you overall. We have, the fourth house, Taurus, North Node. You're going to be dreaming of like spending time in bed, and you're really going to be looking forward to going home. I don't mean to be funny about it, but I mean, yeah, Taurus, and that you're like, I just want to curl up in a blanket and watch my stupid TV show, right? And you're going to be like, I'm sitting here working my ass off, which is, I mean, listen, we all go through periods of sacrifice to meet our goals, or not. Well, let me rephrase this. Not all of us, but many of us. And it's worth it. If you want to be, listen, in the words of Britney Spears, work, bitch. You want to be a Queen of Pentacles? You want a Maserati? You better work, bitch. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but there will be sacrifice. That's my reading for you. There were so many questions about, there's something about the shift. And there may even be like, I remember when I worked in healthcare, those of us who were like directors and managers, they would be like, okay, once every 6 weeks, you have to be like the rotating Sunday manager or whatever it was, right? And it was just like a pain. So there might be like, you need to be the overnight blah, blah, blah manager. Like, even if it's a rotating thing, it's just a pain in the ass. But yeah. Ooh, I love that. Best of luck to you, Star. I'm going to leave that with you guys. I will see you tomorrow for Jessica's baby shower. Peace out. Thanks, newbie. Nothing compared. If I didn't have a bunch of shit in the way, I would grab this and sing nothing compared. No, it's not. I'm not Sinead O'Connor. Like, it's still, listen, it's just not as long as I'm accustomed to, but it's still here. I'm not Sinead O'Connor. I wish. Just kidding. She unfortunately passed away. All right. R.I.P. Sinead O'Connor. That used to be a trivia name I made up one time, was Sinead Potato, because I wanted to hear our DJ say it multiple times because it sounds weird. Okay, bye.